Good afternoon, investor and corporate. Welcome to SET Digital Roadshow Year-End 2022 Performance Review. This session will run about 45 minutes, including Q&A. Company will start the session by 30-minute presentation, followed by 15-minute Q&A. During Q&A, investor may leave your question in meeting room chat box or you raise your hand function. We will open your microphone so you can ask the question to the company directly. May I now invite SCG Packaging Public Company Limited to start the presentation. Thank you.
Okay, thanks Stock Exchange of Thailand, and welcome again to the quarterly SET Digital Day for SCGP. This quarter will cover the performance of the full year 2022, and also we can also discuss about the development of our operations and also the industry all through the first couple of months in 2023 as well. So we have our CFO today with us, Khun Kesuwan, and along with the whole IR team. And let me hand over the floor to Khun to start the presentation. Thank you, Khap.
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. So let's move the slide to the first page when we talk about business highlights of the fourth quarter of 2022. So in here, you will see that we also still stick with our 4 key strategies for the fourth quarter. On the first one, in terms of M&P or growth, merchant partnership and organic expansion, we have an acquisition of the assets and customers from the company called Cyberprint, in which we have take over the assets of the flexible packaging. This company is near to our current operation of one of the company, and our colleague will expand on that. On the second part, we have strategies, innovation, operation excellence, and sustainability. Particularly if we talk about our achievement in terms of sustainability and operation excellence, we received 2 SET awards. One is Best Innovative Company. That's from our technology in terms of nano cellulose fiber, and also the Best Innovative West Sustainability Award, which only 2 companies in Thailand received that. We are one of them, and this is based on our circular economy model. Also to be noticed that in our Vietnam operation, the plastic company Duitan has received or has been certified with ISCC Plus, which is an international recognition for the sustainability. The other one is that Mina Craft, which is our packaging paper company in Vietnam, is now included in the top 100 sustainable companies for the first time. So that's a summary in terms of the strategy. Next will be on our key financials. For the whole year, you will see that our revenue actually grow about 18%, reach 146 billion baht. And that's mainly from the business expansion, both in terms of merchant and partnership, as well as on the organic expansion. Another factor is on the price, because we were able to increase the price year on year. In terms of performance, both EBITDA and net profit or core profit, you can see that if we compare the fiscal year, it actually dropped both in terms of EBITDA and net profit, and that's mainly because of the volume from packaging paper was reduced. Also in terms of the cost, in which our energy cost was rising compared to the year earlier. So our core EBITDA margin dropped from 16% to 13%, and that's a result that reflect into the net profit as well. Next will be on our business portfolio. Yeah, so our business portfolio will be on 3 dimensions. If we look in terms of our business units, we have reduced our the size of the packaging paper to about 43%. But that is because we expand in our other business. Most notably is on the what we call the fiber and polymer packaging. Polymer packaging has doubled its size or doubled the proportion from about 8% from the year earlier to about 12%. And that's from our acquisition of the plastic company in Vietnam. Our fiber packaging is also maintained about 25%. So overall, the integrated packaging business cover about 80% of our revenue. The other 17% from fibers business. and 3% from recycling business. Recycling business is from the Perthe acquisition that we did with the Netherlands. When we look at the middle graph, and that is on the destination of our markets. Now, our ASEAN, excluding Thailand, account for about 40% of total revenue, which is a very similar level to the Thailand operation. Thailand operation has 41. So now it says together with ASEAN on outside of Thailand, together they're about 86%, so 81%. Another 15% is from export to other regions, and about 4% is from the rest of the world, meaning US, EU, and UK. On the right side is our customer segment. The majority is of us, 72%, that's what we call customer link or consumer link, more specifically. And this covers segment like food, beverage, and FMCG, E&E, for example. And we show this one because normally for the consumer link segment, the resiliency would be higher in terms of economic impact. So we see that the portfolio of this group can deliver the volume is still quite okay. So from these are the financials. We move next into our strategies for this year, 2023. The fourth strategy will be the same, and we add one more, particularly for this one, which is proactive management, which would cover the time where there's a lot of uncertainty in the business. So let's talk about the first in terms of M&P and organic. We continue to do our merger and partnership and organic expansion to deliver growth. One dimension is to grow our core business, and this is in relation to increasing our integration in Vietnam and in Indonesia by having more box plant or box business. The second one is on expanding into adjacent fields, and this is cover things that will enhance our M&P earlier in the medical supply, labware, or in recycling. Basically, if we have opportunities to enhance the value of our earlier integrated M&P, we will do so. The third one is to pursue opportunity in high growth segment, like in addition, healthcare in other markets or in the growing markets. Now, if we talk about innovation, we talk about how we can enhance, moving forward, co-creation with our customers. Some of our customers require a new type of packaging, like mono materials. So we also have new solutions, new packaging design for that part. For operation excellence, it's very important we use better optimization tools. We use automation to replace labor costs, to deliver superior performance, more competitive advantage in time of high cost that is rising. Sustainability-wise, we improve both in terms of recyclability and also in terms of the use of alternative energy. We have our target in terms of how much recyclability products we will achieve, as well as how much more of the recycled content we will add to our products. Alternative energy, we rely more now on biomass and biogas, and therefore use less fossil fuel. On proactive management, this is important because at the time where there's uncertainties regarding demand and the situation in the world, we have to optimize the way we use in terms of cash. Just like in any crisis, we monitor cash very carefully. We try to optimize net working capital, not to have excess. We also enhance our capital structure, try to reduce the portion of floating rate loan, and try to have a new tranche of debenture, which is more secure. And also, we try to expand our portfolio to capture the growth market that is not impacted by the economic difficulties. So these are the strategies and the summary from the last quarter. The next one will be on the business analysis. Mr. Vikon will be the one to share.
Okay, thank you, Kap. So going to detail of the fourth quarter, you will see the financial performance on the page here. Let's start with the market situation first to understand the details of each business unit. There's three main development in terms of the packaging industry in the fourth quarter. The first one would be the fact that with the reopening of the countries in Southeast Asia, more tourism coming in, we have seen that the domestic consumption portion of the packaging has actually been improving. For example, food and beverage. The second one would be a fact that as we are exporting region, the destination of our export, namely the durable goods, electronic products, all those kind of consumer product, majority will go to the European and also US market, in which with the situation that happened globally, lower disposable income at the consumer level, so the demand for that particular portion would be lower comparing to perhaps the first half of 2022 and also the third quarter. The third one, in terms of the market situation in which it affect us a lot, would be the situation in China, in which, as you know, there was a lockdown in big economic area in China, for example, Beijing, Shenzhen area in the fourth quarter, in which is led to the drop of the production manufacturing activities in the fourth quarter. PMI in the fourth quarter in China is actually the lowest since the start of the COVID, due to the mobility of workforce. So that would be things that affect our packaging papers export volume, and also the indirect effect that I will explain to you in the following page. From the figures here, you will see that there will be a drop in terms of revenue, EBITDA, and profit in the fourth quarter. For the earnings, around 2/3 of the drop in terms of earnings would come from the effect of packaging paper that related to China. So let's go over to the details here on the integrated packaging business. So from here, you probably can see that if we separate into two main parts, the first one is the level that we call consumer packaging, which is polymer packaging and fiber packaging, in which is the primary packaging that directly contact the product of the brand owner. All those packaging offering that we have here is very, very highly consumer linked. So there's a major portion of this packaging that related to all these daily consumption goods like F&B, FMCG. That particular segment is actually performing okay, whereas the export segment, as I mentioned, the packaging that our customer use to export their product to the Western world is actually not performing as well as in the third or the first half of the year. So the big effect would come from the packaging paper, in which, as I mentioned earlier, the slower demand in China led to the lower export out of the Southeast Asian countries, right? And another indirect effect would be from the fact that all these big producer in China also happen to have a plant in Southeast Asia, in Malaysia, in Vietnam, in Laos also, right? So with the lower demand in China, so hence there are more excess supply remaining in a country that usually export the product heavily to China, for example, Indonesia, Vietnam. So the price of packaging paper in those countries dropped on a Q-on-Q in the fourth quarter. For example, in Vietnam, around 16% Q-on-Q. So that affect our revenue and also our earnings and EBITDA. On the cost side, actually the cost side has been improving. The major cost for us is actually the raw material cost, the polymer resins, and also recovered paper. This raw material cost has been on the downward trend since the middle of the year, and continue to be lower and improve in the first quarter of this year as well. So in a way, it's a mismatch of the drop in terms of price and cost, in which in the fourth quarter, the drop in terms of the packaging paper price is actually bigger than the drop in cost. And we'll talk about the development in the first quarter during the Q&A session. So going to the fibrous business. So actually last year it was a very good year for fibrous business, especially on the pulp operations. As you know, pulp price has been on a very high level since the start of the Russia sanctions. And in a way, in the fourth quarter, pulp price, even though it's lower than the third quarter, with the lower demand in the dissolving pulp and also the general short fiber pulp in the region, but it was still okay. For food service and paper product, the improvement in terms of revenue Q-on-Q came from the fact that Southeast Asian countries, we do reopening of the countries, right? People spend less amount of hours working from home, and they go back to spend their activities in the schools, in office. So there's higher demand for food service packaging, especially in QSR segment, and also for printing, writing paper for office building and for school. So that would be the improvement on a Q-on-Q basis. Whereas on the EBITDA level, the drop, as I mentioned earlier, would be on the lower pulp price from comparing to the third quarter. And another portion would be come from the major maintenance activity that we complete in the fourth quarter, in which I would say that we have run the production effectively all through the first 3 quarters, and then we decided to do the major maintenance on the fourth quarter to make sure that going forward we are ready to implement our strategy based on our annual plan. If you look at the EBITDA graph, you will see that in the fourth quarter of last year, there is the extraordinary item. Can you go to previous page, please? Extraordinary item on the GoPack earn-out adjustment. So if we take that portion out, our EBITDA on a year-on-year basis is actually improving around 42%, but on a Q-on-Q basis would be dropped around 31% for Fibrous business. Next, please. Next would be on the balance sheet. Just quickly here, you will see that our net debt to EBITDA slightly increased. That would be because of our investment activity, especially M&P during the year. And the CapEx that we spent in the fourth quarter and the whole year for 2022 would be for approximately around 14.6 billion baht. Majority of that would be from the growth CapEx in M&Ps. So for this year, 2023, we plan for 18 billion CapEx on an annually basis. Around half of that would be from M&P, and about 3 billion would be from the ongoing organic expansion. The remaining 5 to 6 billion would be for the maintenance, all these maintenance CapEx, regular CapEx on ESG efficiency improvement. And next, please. Next, I will hand this over to Khun Nipapan to add more color on our business update. Thank you.
Thank you. For business update, in the fourth quarter, SCGP acquired customer network as well as the asset in flexible packaging from Fiberprint Thailand. The rationale or reasons for this investment is to capture growth opportunities and enter into the premium product segment such as the pet food and health and supplement, which Fiberprint is operating. In addition, the current assets of the Fiberprint is located nearby Prepack, our flexible packaging operations in the walking distance. So by having this asset will help us realize the synergy with minimum transaction cost. The total investment is about 450 million baht, which includes the capacity expansion project, which will taking place in these new locations. The current assets of the Fiberprint was integrated into the Prepack, which account for around 6% of total capacity, and another 6% will be added once the project expansions are completed in later of this year. Next, I would like updates about the ongoing project. SCGP has 4 ongoing projects. For the first one is flexible packaging expansions that I mentioned earlier. For our M&P project that will be commercialized in the fourth quarter of this year. The second one is the fiber packaging expansion. This will be help enhance our capacities of fiber packaging around 9%, and it will be finished in the first quarter of 2024. The third project is the packaging paper expansion in the northern part of Vietnam. Now the project is under the EIA approval and land preparation process, and we are expected to commercializations in 2025. The last project is the packaging material recycling expansion in Netherlands of Perthe. Actually, this is a relocation project. The current sourcing capacity of Perthe of recovered paper is around 1 million ton per year, and recovered plastic around 100k ton per year. By moving to the new locations, it will double the Perthe capacity for the recovered paper to 2 million ton per year and recovered plastic to 100k ton per year. Another benefit of this project is as a new locations is in the Amsterdam, is near to the Rotterdam port. So it will help us in terms of inland logistic costs. And this project expected to finish in the fourth quarter of this year. Next, I would like to update about our innovations. SCGP continuously develop innovations. Last year, we spent around 500 million baht for the research and development. And here are some outstanding innovations the past quarter. The first one is nanocellulose fiber. This innovation is come from that we see the trend of the sustainability that more people using recycled material to the production process, and when the reusing the recycled material in many times, it will impact to the quality of the fiber. So finally, we come up with these innovations, the nanocellulose fiber from agricultural residue, which will enhance the strength of the packaging papers. And we already patent these innovations. These technologies are also applied in Thailand and Vietnam, and we plan to expand to the other countries like Indonesia and Philippines with others proper raw material later on. In addition, the nanocellulose fiber also can put into our healthcare related product like alcohol spray or alcohol gel is to help to keep skin moisture, as well as is used as a composite material to strengthen the food service packaging as well. With this, our effort, so we got the Best Innovative Award from Stock Exchange of Thailand last year. So and we are very proud of it. Next innovations is about cultivations. SCGP has the expertise in eucalyptus tissue cultivations, and we leverage our knowledge to further develop the well-being product under brand Holis by SCGP. The first product we launched last year is the ImmuCap that will improve the immunities. And the second project that we just launched in the past quarter is the B-Cap. It stands for the brain cap. These are made from the bamboo mushroom and helps in terms of improve brain abilities and memorize ability as well. And this innovation is will capture the trend of the health and well-being. The last one is the innovation for sustainability. As we have a target to achieve a net zero by 2050. Our key effort is to reduce the fossil fuel uses and increase the portions of alternative fuel. One of this is to pursue the advanced technology like the torrefaction process technologies that will convert the biomass or agricultural residue into biocoal and use it in our operations, as well as reduce the greenhouse gas emission as well. Next, I will pass to Kunanadet for summary and outlook.
Okay, so just to wrap up in terms of our outlook, if you look internally, we will continue to do integration enhancing M&Ps. This year we have targets under review, so we are continuing on this path. And also, we also have to continue on with the strategies I mentioned in the beginning in terms of how to manage in this proactive management by optimizing our net working capitals and take on cost-saving projects, as well as create synergies across the packaging products. Externally, we see that for sure ASEAN economy will benefit from the reopening of China, and we start already seeing some improvement and as quarter by quarter, we should see the improvement in terms of demand. For the export, it will still remain under the challenge because of the situation of the consumers' spending power in the US and Europe are still faced with high inflation and high interest rates over there. And so in terms of cost, however, it will be already more favorable. So RCP costs will be subject to some demand supply dynamic, but overall, it's actually on the stabilizing trend compared to the previous years. So on the last page, I will just recap on the key takeaway. One is we continue to build our growth in terms of our top line growth. We try to aim for 160 billion Thai baht in terms of top line. And also we continue on with our innovation, building our competitive advantage to consumer solutions with R&D spending of approximately 80 million. In terms of ESG, we continue to increase our effort in the recycled contents as well as recyclability and increase the use of alternative energy source to achieve our GHG targets. So these are the summaries of the past performance, and the next part will be on Q&A. Thank you.
Okay, if there's no, so we would like to thank everyone for your attendance in today's Set Digital Day for SCGP, and we look forward to seeing you again in the following quarters in 2023. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much ขอบคุณนะครับ